who is legally entitled to inherit the property or rank of another. A. Varis preferring or attracted to sunlight. Heliophilus, धूप पसंद करने वाला. Treatment using exposure to sunlight for healing. Heliotherapy, धूप द्वारा उपचार. A person who steers a ship. Helmsman, जहाज की पतवार संभालने वाला. A seven-sided figure. Heptagon, सप्तभुज. A systematically arranged collection of dried plants. Herbarium, वनस्पति संग्रहालय. An animal that feeds on plants. Herbivorous, शाकाहारी. A group of cattle or sheep. Herd, झुंड. A belief or opinion that contradicts established religious doctrine. Opinion contrary to accepted beliefs. Heresy, किसी धर्म या स्वीकृत सिद्धांतों के विपरीत राय. A person who holds beliefs contrary to established religious doctrine. Heretic, धर्म विरोधी. A person living in solitude for religious practices. Hermit, sannyasi. To pause indecisively. Hesitate, हिचकिचाना. Consisting of dissimilar elements. Heterogeneous, vivid. Enabling discovery or problem solving through practical methods rather than theory. Heuristic, खोज करने में सहायक. A six-sided figure. Hexagon, षटभुज. To spend winter in a dormant state. Hibernate, शीत निद्रा में जाना. A condition of sleep during certain parts of the year. Hibernation, शीत निद्रा. Intellectual or cultured in taste and interests. Highbrow, बौद्धिक. To seize control of a vehicle by force, especially an aircraft. Hijack, अपहरण करना. विशेषत वाहन या विमान का. The land lying inland from a coast or river. Hinterland, भीतरी इलाके. The sound made by a snake. Hiss, सांप की फुफकार. Very dramatic. Histrionic, नाटकीय. A container for housing. Honeybees, hive, मधुमक्खी का छत्ता. To secretly store more than what is allowed. Hoard, गुप्त तरीके से जमा करना. Destruction or slaughter on a mass scale. Holocaust, व्यापक नरसंहार. The killing of a person by another. Homicide, मानव हत्या of the same or similar kind throughout. Homogeneous, सजातीय, a word that is spelt and pronounced the same as another but has a different meaning. Homonym, समलिखित और समोच्चारित भिन्नार्थक शब्द. mass of wax cells built by honey bees to store honey. Honeycomb, शहद का छत्ता. A payment given for professional services that are rendered nominally without charge. Honorarium, मानदेय. सम्मान राशि. Holding an office or position as an honor without payment. Honorary, अवैतनिक. Deserving respect or admiration for ethical and fair conduct. Honorable, माननीय. The sound of an owl. Hoot, उल्लू की बोली. A large group of people. Horde, weave. The line where the land and sky seem to meet. Horizon, क्षितिज. The study of time and watches. Horology, घड़ियों और समय मापन का अध्ययन. Extremely unpleasant or horrifying. Horrendous, भयावह. The study of growing garden plants. Horticulture, उद्यान विज्ञान. One who studies the art of gardening. Horticulturist, उद्यान विज्ञान. विशेषज्ञ. Friendly and welcoming to visitors. Hospitable, सत्कार करने वाला. The friendly reception and entertainment of guests. Hospitality, अतिथि सत्कार. A person held captive for the fulfillment of demands. Hostage, बंधक. A woman who entertains guests. Hostess, स आधा तक. क पे आ की मात्रा. र पे छोटी ई की मात्रा. अण पे बड़ी ई की मात्रा. One who loses temper very soon. Hot-headed, उग्र स्वभाव का. Annoyed or irritated and quick to take offense at petty things. Huffy, झुंझलाया हुआ. The organic component of soil formed by decomposed plant matter. Humus, जैविक मिट्टी. An assembly or parliament in which no party has a clear majority. Hung, बहुमत विहीन. Violent wind that has circular movement. Hurricane, चक्रवात. In a quick manner. Hurriedly, हड़बड़ी में. A box or cage for rabbits. A small animals. Hutch, छोटे जानवरों के रहने का घर. A serpent with many heads. In Greek mythology. Hydra, Bahusir wala kalpanik sarp, the science of surveying and charting bodies of water. Hydrography, Jalrashi Vigyan, an extreme or irrational fear of water. Especially as a symptom of rabies, hydrophobia, Pani ka dar, a song or music in praise of God, hymn, Stuti Geet. Bhajan, an exaggerated statement not to be taken seriously or literally. Hyperbole, Atishokti, excessive preoccupation with one's health. Hypochondria, Rogbram, a person who imagines illness or is abnormally anxious about health. Hypochondriac, Rogbrami, the practice of pretending to have virtues or beliefs one does not actually possess. Hypocrisy, Pakhand, a person who pretends to be what they are not. Hypocrite, Pakhandi, a tentative theory about the natural world. Hypothesis, Parikalpna, a person who attacks or criticizes cherished beliefs or institutions. Iconoclast, Sthapit Manyataon ka virodhi, a person's peculiar habit or characteristic way of behaving. Idiosyncrasy, Vishesh Swabhav, a mode of behavior or thought peculiar to an individual. Idiosyncratic, Vishesh Swabhav ka na image of a god used for worship. Idol, Pratima. Murti, the practice of worshipping statues as gods. Idolatry, Murti Puja, extremely happy, peaceful or picturesque. Idyllic, Shant or Sukhad, a circular house made of blocks of hard snow. Igloo, Barf ka ghar, difficult or impossible to read. Illegible, Aparthana pe badi ki matra, ya something that is not permitted by law. Illicit, Avaid, unable to read or write. Illiterate, Anpar, to brighten up with lights. Illuminate, Prakash karna, a picture in a book used to explain or decorate the text. Illustration, Chitran, existing only in the mind. Imaginary, Kalpanik, a very complex situation. Imbroglio, Uljan, something that can be copied. Imitable, Nakal karne yogya. Anukarniya, the action of using someone or something as a model. Imitation, Nakal. Anukaran, a person who comes to a foreign country to settle there permanently. Immigrant, Apravasi, दूसरे देश में बसने वाला व्यक्ति. The act of passing or coming into a new habitat or country. Immigration, किसी नए देश में बसने के लिए आना, unable to move or be moved. Immobile, achal, against accepted moral standards. Amoral, unethic, never able to die. Immortal, amar, resistant to a particular infection. Immune, pratirikshit. Rog pratirodhi, protection or exemption from something, especially an obligation or penalty. Immunity, chhoot ya sanrakshan, to pierce with a sharp instrument. Impale, cha pe a ki matra, dana pe a ki matra, not supporting any side in an argument. Impartial, nishpaksh, the action of formally accusing a public official of a serious offense. Impeachment, Mahabhiyog, the policy of extending a country's empire and influence. Imperialism, Samrajyavad, not allowing fluid to pass through. Unaffected by external influence. Impervious, Abhedya. Aprabhavit, to harass someone persistently to do something. Importune, बार बार आग्रह करके परेशान करना, a person who dishonestly pretends to be someone else in order to deceive. Imposter, ढोंगी, खुद को कोई और बताकर धोखा देने वाला. Too strong to be defeated or captured. Impregnable, अजेय, जिसे हराना असंभव हो. Made or done without previous preparation. Impromptu, बिना तैयारी के, one who is too careless to plan for the future. Improvident, adurdarshi, shamelessly rude. Impudent, bheet, exemption from punishment or freedom from harmful consequences. Impunity, dandmukti, incapable of being approached. Inaccessible, durgam, something that is not endowed with life. Inanimate, nirjeev. Achetan, unable to speak distinctly or express oneself clearly. Inarticulate, vyakt karne mein asamarth, a sound that cannot be heard. Inaudible, अश्रव्य. सुनाई न देने वाला, a deity or spirit embodied in human form, incarnate, मानव रूप में अवतार, a motive or